Have you ever noticed how silence can sometimes say more than words? In a world where most people rush to explain themselves, to defend, to respond immediately, there is something quietly powerful about the person who simply stays calm and says nothing. Because, psychologically, ignoring someone, when done correctly, can completely shift the social dynamic. But this is where many people misunderstand the idea. Ignoring is not about being rude. It is not about playing childish games, and it is definitely not about giving people the silent treatment out of anger. Real psychological silence comes from emotional control, from stability, from not feeling the need to react to every small trigger. Human beings are extremely sensitive to attention patterns. Your attention is a form of social currency. Every time you immediately respond, immediately explain, immediately react emotionally, you are signaling availability, predictability, emotional openness. And while that may seem positive, too much predictability often reduces psychological impact, because the human brain is wired to notice change, to notice absence, to notice uncertainty. This is why silence, when it appears calm and intentional, often creates curiosity. When someone expects a reaction but receives calm quiet instead, their brain becomes alert. They start wondering. They start replaying the interaction. They start paying closer attention to you. But there is an important line here. Healthy silence comes from confidence. Unhealthy ignoring comes from avoidance or emotional games, and people can feel the difference. Confident silence feels calm, grounded, unbothered, but insecure ignoring feels tense, forced, and emotionally reactive. One of the situations where silence becomes powerful is during small provocations. When someone tries to subtly trigger you, challenge you, or pull you into unnecessary drama, your calm non-reaction sends a very strong signal. It communicates, "I am not easily shaken." And emotional stability is one of the most respected traits in social psychology. Another moment where silence shifts dynamics is when someone becomes too comfortable with your constant attention. If you are always immediately available, always initiating, always over-explaining, your presence can start to feel psychologically predictable. But when your energy becomes more measured, more calm, more selective, people naturally begin paying closer attention. Not because you are manipulating them, but because human attention is naturally drawn toward uncertainty. However, this does not mean you should ignore everyone. And this is where emotional intelligence becomes critical. Silence is powerful only when it is calm and appropriate to the situation. If someone is communicating respectfully, healthy engagement is always better than cold distance. But when you are facing unnecessary pressure, subtle disrespect, or emotional testing, calm silence can protect your energy. And over time, people learn something important about you. They learn that you are not easily pulled into emotional chaos, and that quiet self-control builds a very strong form of social respect. Because in most environments today, emotional reactivity is common, but calm composure is rare. So the next time you feel the urge to immediately react, immediately explain, or immediately defend yourself, pause for a moment, breathe, and ask yourself one simple question. Is a response actually necessary here? Because sometimes the most powerful move you can make socially is the one that makes no noise at all. If this gave you a new perspective, subscribe for more psychology that gives you the quiet advantage.